Hello, hello. Welcome for another episode of the Author Spotlight. Hey, it's your host with the most, your main man, Darren M. Palmer. So excited to be with you for another episode. Well, I have the opportunity and the privilege to go behind the scenes with best-selling authors across the globe. Hey, we have a great individual on the show today, my main man, Jason VanDevere. I'm going to share a little bit about the founder of GoalCrazy Planners and real estate investor, Jason VanDevere. He's 24 years old, an entrepreneur. Ever since he was a kid. He loved the challenge of starting a business, whether it was selling sunglasses in high school, hats in college, or publishing 2 iOS apps. He is excited about sales. And after graduating from the University of Dayton, he decided to work at his family's car dealership for about a year and a half before he decided to turn down the amazing opportunity to going into business with his family to pursue his dream of starting GoalCrazy Planners. On the side of that, he loves to invest in real estate and currently owns and manages a 4-unit apartment building and is working to get more. Hey, Jason, welcome to the show, my good friend.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here with you.
Awesome, man. We're excited to have you on today, man. So if you don't mind, just share with us a little bit about this new company that you started or whatnot and the planners or whatnot. If you don't mind, share with our audience a little bit about
Absolutely. Yeah, so it's called GoalCrazy, and they're planners to help people set their goals, track their goals, go crazy about their goals. And I've been really big into journaling and writing, tracking my goals growing up, and was trying to find a planner that would kind of put it all together for me and couldn't find one quite how I liked it, so just started making my own.
That is a gem right there that Jason just shared with us. For those who are listening in the audience, I want you to understand the importance of being solution oriented. Jason was looking for something, couldn't find it, so he came up with a solution. Some of us, if we can't find something, we just complain about it and say that somebody ought to do something about it. That's the difference between those who make things happen and those who are more reactive and allow for things to happen to them and become a victim instead of a victor. So, Jason, I just want to thank you for sharing that nugget for us real quick. Yeah. Now, goal planning, why are goals important, Jason? Share with the audience the importance of goals.
For me, it just gives me a direction. It's kind of like, what am I going to be working towards every day? It kind of gives me a way to align different decisions. Does it align with my goals or not? And putting them in writing just helps to give you clarity and a level of accountability. It's like if I have it in writing, it holds me accountable in a way that I just want to do it more now because I wrote down that I would, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense because you want to make sure that it's a sense of personal accountability. Being able to, self-assess, look at, hey, how am I getting better today? And then also the metrics, being able to track it. It's one thing, the day goes by and you don't know what you did for the day. By having that planner to be able to go back to it. More importantly, if you have the GoalCrazy planner, then you will be able to go back and look at other areas of your life. So speaking of that, why was it important for you? Because this isn't just a business planner, is it, Jason? Share with us the other dimensions of individual's life that you want to explore in this planner and why you included those different areas.
Yeah, so you set goals for, like you said, the different areas of your life. You've got, business and finance, but family, faith, spiritual, your health. I have a category for fun and travel, and it's kind of just creating a well-rounded life. I would like to think, and from people I've kind of interviewed and met with, it's like you become your biggest potential when you're succeeding in all the areas of your life, not just in one. I mean, it'd be great to have a amazing, thriving business, but if that, makes you sacrifice your family or you're super unhealthy and not able to go out and enjoy life, is that really the type of quality of life that you want? So it's, how can you thrive in all the different areas of your life?
Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. And for those who are tuned in, make sure you understand that what Mr. VanDevere is sharing with us is the importance of being well-rounded, not just in a particular language or not in the area of business or even religion or whatnot or faith. The key to it is about you having a holistic approach to success. And so many of us who are tuned in, whether it's to Instagram, YouTube, it might just be, even in, the news channel or whatnot, CNBC or Fox News, whatever it is for you, whatever you look at, that we get caught up in just one area. So we're great at business, but your marriage sucks. You got a great marriage, but your health is depleted. You can't run with your kids, or you're not able to take a trip, or you don't feel comfortable going and, being able to take your shirt off at the pool, whatnot. So it causes anxiety, things like that. And so, being well-rounded for us, having basically a holistic approach to success, because believe it or not, it's impacting, it's having an effect on other areas of your life, whether you believe it or not. And more importantly, with these goals are also another word, what it creates, and those are creating successful habits. So what you're doing on a routine by having these goals allows for you to create successful habits. With those successful habits, you start ending up hitting those targets, feeling better about yourself and doing that. So do you totally agree with that, Jason?
For sure. I really like how you put it there. Yeah. The goals, but it all comes down to your habits. Are you doing the behaviors and the actions you need to be doing every day to get yourself there?
And Jason, I want to talk to you about, give us the understanding behind, you brought up something, you kind of shared a little bit about it in the bio, but this is a big piece that I want for those who are listening, because we all face obstacles. We all face times where we don't know if we're making the right decision, but we still got to make a decision quick. We got to move forward regardless, good or bad. But share with us how important or how difficult it was for you to transition from just staying at the family business to moving out and doing something new on your own. So share with us the mindset behind how did you come to the conclusion of the decision to do your own thing?
It's kind of like I always have wanted to be my own boss and own my own business. And I was hoping that going into the family business, that would kind of fill that, that desire of mine. And I wish that I liked the family business, because I've kind of got the golden ticket to be a car dealer. And like I told you, I worked there growing up as a kid, and I worked there after college, but I didn't like it. And it was kind of like, if I was going to stay there, it would just be for, potentially the money, or, kind of just not because I actually enjoyed it or liked it. And it was a tough decision, not only because I was turning down a great opportunity, but, even with my real estate or this business, it's kind of like, I've always thought it would be great to have a business that I could pass down to my kids. You know what I mean? And I know for my dad, it's dealership. He's third generation. So if I stayed in it, I'd be fourth generation. It's kind of like, I knew that he had that same desire too. And I didn't want to take that away from him. But at the same time, I really wanted to do something that I was passionate about. And he wants that too. But I could tell that there was that part of him that would love to see me go into the family business. So it was definitely a tough decision that I thought about for a while, but I'm glad I did it. That's for sure.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's what it takes, grit. And you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone, regardless who you are. It might be for you, it was the family. For my man Jason, it was the family business, that decision. Because just think about it. Somebody that you love and care about, we want to make our parents, for most of us, we want to make, if you got a good relationship with your parents or guardian or whoever it may be, you have something into you, a sense of gratitude where you want to pour and give them joy and happiness as well. And what more would bring them joy, seeing that you walking in these footsteps to keep on what is considered a legacy, to be able to continue to impact the community or whatnot and take on the family business. So, but your thing might be having to get out your comfort zone with moving to a different city or area for opportunity. So many of you are wanting the opportunities, but you are stuck with your geographical location. You want the opportunity to show up, and nothing against you to backwoods somewhere in Wisconsin somewhere, but the opportunity might be in Idaho. I don't know where that thing is for you, but whatever you're into, you have to make sure that you get out of your comfort zone. So whether it's that or get in the right type of health or shape, that allow for you to be able to close more deals, because people typically will close more deals with people who are trained for one and efficient. But at the same time, if you look better, you're going to close more deals. Just part of it. And so, those are some of the things that you want to think about. If it's, if it's your marriage, for those who are married out there, if you're so caught up in that, you don't even want to try to do counseling. You don't want to do anything new. You don't want to create a date night. Then you wonder why your marriage is going down the drain. Well, hey, if you stuck on the way that you want to do things, then, guess what? Keep getting the results that you're getting, and go on that route right there. So I just want all of us, we're all going to face that let me put it this way, that dealership moment, saying, no pun intended, with my guy, Jason, where it is difficult. So I didn't want to just run past that and just act like, oh my goodness, it was just easy, because, it's pulling at your heart that I want to please these individuals, but at the same time, you got to make a decision that's best for you to move you forward towards reaching your goals and doing the things that you're called to do. Now, Jason, where do you want to go with this? Is this just one, what are your future thoughts with the brand and the business that you have?
I would like to make other products that are in this niche, different planners. I would like to turn it into an app. Like I mentioned to you, I published 2 apps when I was in college. I'd like to make an app version of it and go from there. But then I would like to keep kind of using the money to fuel the real estate fire. I really enjoy real estate, and kind of on the, side note is I want a lot of kids, like 10 kids. I was part of 6 kids in my family. Not that there's competition, but I would like to have at least 7 kids in my family. So I want to, I need to be able to provide for those kids. And I feel like real estate will be a way to do that. And I enjoy it. But sell planners and lots of products like that, and put the money back into real estate to create, the type of financial stability to have a really big family.
Awesome. Man, I love that. Man, you'll be 3 ahead of me, man. We have 4.
All right.
Yeah, we have 4.
Good for you. I know that. That's awesome.
3, I got a head start on you. So, I'm pulling for you for the 7 when it's time. I'm pulling for you the other 10, or, whatever you need to get. But I think this is amazing what you're sharing with, and for the audience, don't get one-dimensional. This is an opportunity. This is another stream. This is influence. This is connection. So all of this is the holistic approach that Jason's journal brings. At the same time, you want to think about that in your life. We have some of the same type of things in mind as far as business as well. The same thing that I look at for as investing in real estate, taking the stuff from the publishing business and then pouring it over to have residual income, be able to create generational wealth, the whole 9. So whatever your thing is, just like his planner, you want to make sure that you have a plan for whatever it is in your life, for you to make sure that you're able to be that father or mother, or if it's just you want to be a better professor, a teacher or whatnot, clergyman or woman or whatnot, salesperson. It doesn't matter what area that you're in, but you got to have a holistic approach. You got to have a structure and a plan and say, hey, I'm going to go out. I'm going to look at what the market is needing, finding a gap, find a niche, get inside that niche and do it. I don't have to do the traditional route that everybody else did, what everybody else is doing. I don't have to just and go do apps just because everyone is doing apps right now. Whatnot. Everybody's doing funnels. I don't have to do that. Whatever your thing is, you can just give us a fresh spin to it, and you can create your own niche or whatnot. That is true. Your niche will make you rich. So whatever it is, whatever your thing is, you just want to embark on that whatnot. And I'm just excited about what Jason is doing. Jason, before we get out of here, share with the audience a little bit too as well about the process of you getting this journal, of getting this planner completed, because you had to do some maneuvering. You had to go, to the Far East a little bit, just share with us from ideal and, guide us on the evolution of this project to having it here in your hands. If you don't mind, pull it up to the camera so we can see it.
Yep. So here's the plan.
Awesome.
For those of you who are watching it. But yeah, it's been an interesting process because it's something that I kind of imagined in my head and didn't really know what it was going to look like. Didn't know what I was going to name it. I started reaching out to and couldn't find somebody in America. So then I had to reach out to close to 50 manufacturers in China and kind of talked to them and picked 5 of them to order samples from, got the samples. And there's a process from importing things, which I've learned it, but it would have been a lot easier if I didn't have to get something from China. But the main thing with the process was it was kind of like, it's easy to get caught up in. When I started it, I knew I was going to have to import it, and I didn't know how I was going to ship it or get it through customs and the tariffs and whatnot. But it was just keep reminding myself of just focus on what's next. Like, you know, I don't even have my planner design finished. Like, I don't want to get hung up on, I don't know how I'm going to get it imported in. I need to figure out how I'm going to finish making the planner. And lots of that was, I met with probably about 30 business owners or just high performing, lots of sales individuals, and talked to them about how they planned their day, structured their day, tracked their goals. And then I hosted about 12 focus groups where I would show them my planner and we go through it page by page. And that really, I learned a ton from. It was kind of like every time I would do one, in my mind, I would almost be feeling bad. I felt like I was wasting people's time. I was just, because I thought it was ready to go. And I would show my planner, and it was really humbling just for them to kind of tear it apart. Jason, this doesn't make sense. This is too much writing. I don't really get this. And it really helped me. So it was kind of just keep taking the next step. Don't get caught up in, you know, you don't know how the whole path is going to come together. So just focus on what's next.
Man, let me drop the mic real quick. Just drop the mic. Focus on what's next.
Yeah.
So many people, they call it being a perfectionist, but it's really procrastination. Mm-hmm. Because you're trying to know everything. You will never, on this side, know everything. Yep. So you got to make the first step. Focus on the daily task. Make sure that you get there. I run into so many people that they've been given these amazing ideas, or it's something that's been put in their spirit, but they won't move on it as well. It's always, well, I tried it. Like a horror movie. Yeah, it's just, you steady kicking it down the road and you're wondering like, man, that could have been the thing. That idea that you kicked down the road that you never go back to was the opportunity that you've been looking for. It's the reason that you could have had that holistic approach of having a better life that you envisioned yourself having. So don't look at it where it come from just one job or one opportunity or whatnot. It's those ideas that we're just letting go because we don't want to take those steps. And I love what you brought up too as well, Jason, of the importance of having a support system, having the right people around you, having people that can pour into you and, you know, in love. But also, I just want to commend you for being receptive. So many people aren't receptive to constructive criticism. You know, they can't handle it. You know, as long as they know everything, they all right. But once they told that something ain't right, oh no, they can't. So that's limiting your greatness. So, you know, Jess, do you agree with that? The importance of being able to take in constructive criticism to get a product that's better, or just being able to live a better life, period.
Absolutely. It's super helpful to get that critical feedback because everyone likes to think, I know you like to think you're perfect and everything is, you know, it's perfect the way it is. And it's helpful. And for me, it was actually even hard to get that critical feedback. Before I had my focus groups, I would do one-on-one meetings with people. And it was like, they just wanted to tell me, Jason, this looks great. This looks good. Good job. And it was interesting once you put people together in a group like that, they were so much more willing to actually tell me what they really thought, you know? And yeah, it was a learning experience for sure.
Awesome. Now, Jason, please share with the audience, how can they connect with you? How can they on social media, any handles or whatnot? Also, please, if you have any information on how they can get a copy of your planner, please share it with them because we want everyone to get a GoalCrazy planner.
For sure. So it's going to be on Amazon starting July 15th. If you just search GoalCrazy Planner on there, I do have a website, GoalCrazyPlanners.com. And then I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. If you search GoalCrazy @crazy, you'll find me there. Yeah, I'd be happy to hear what they think and help them go crazy about their goals.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. For all those goal crazy people out there, I know you are out there. For my audience out there, Self-Publishing 30 Days Nation, those who tune into the Author Spotlight, I know that you are goal crazy. That's why you tune into episodes like this, because you're able to hear change agents who are making a difference locally and globally. And definitely Jason is doing that by leading the way by example. It's one thing to say something, but this gentleman is already making some tough choices. He's already getting back up. He's moving forward and doing the best that he can in every angle of his life. And he's getting the right counsel, wise counsel, that's going to allow for him to be light years ahead of most people because he's willing to do the work. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, hey, man, I'm speaking into existence on you, man. But I love what you're doing. I want to just tell you, it's grateful I was able to connect with you out in Miami. And, we definitely connected. And I told you, hey, man, whenever you get it lined out, whenever you're ready to go, definitely we will do everything that we can by putting you on our platforms or whatnot, get the word out about what you're doing. So let's make sure that we stay connected.
Absolutely, for sure.
Awesome. Well, hey, could you speak to this? I want you to say this. I want you to have the last words, Jason, but I want you to share with the audience for that person out there who has a goal or a dream of doing something, or they're starting on a new venture that they haven't done before, similar to some of the things that you've done. And they can say, well, I can see why Jason would do it. I mean, hey, he graduated from here. He come from the family business. I can see could you share for that person who doesn't have it all figured out, but they know that they want to put a book out. They know that they want to share their story. They know they want to put a product out, but they haven't done it before. Could you share with them the importance of putting it out? It doesn't matter that they're not Jeff Bezos. It doesn't matter that they're not, Warren Buffett, but could you share with them the importance of sharing their story or putting their product out, regardless if they feel like they're famous or not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Because I feel like one of the important things to remember is, like those big names you threw out there, is everybody started, at the bottom. I don't know. It's like you're looking at them thinking, well, I'm not that guy, but he wasn't that guy when he got started either. So I think the main thing is just get started. You're always going to have those kind of limiting beliefs that tell you, what if people don't like it, or the fears of what if it fails. But just get started and focus on the little things you can do. Even if today all you're going to do is focus on writing out a plan or writing a paragraph, even if you don't know the name of your book or how you're going to sell it, just find a way to get started. Even if it's something little, just get the ball going.
Thank you for those words of wisdom, Jason VanDevere, man. I thank you so much for coming on to the show once again. And for those out there who are tuned in, make sure that you remember, this is the year for your new book. Until next time, be blessed and be great.